must be the way out. At the end of that tunnel there. That must be the way out. At the end of that tunnel there.
If we build up enough speed, we should be able to use the height difference on the edge of the precipice as a takeoff ramp to get to the tunnel on the other side, and then get to the surface.
Sure, that is if you can get the thing started.
Don't worry about that. Back in the days with my band, I always used to repair our old van on tours.
Okay, but wait a second. First, I want to take a closer look at these bodies and maybe figure out what happened here. Full tank of gas. And it looks as if they were headed for the exit tunnel.
It's like they were ready to head out.
Looks like they were in a hurry, judging from their position. They were shot.
In the back.
Looks like Second World War uniforms.
They belong to the Brown Shadow, the fascists who triggered the war before they herded up and massacred millions of innocent people. I wonder how a bunch of World War II fascist soldiers ended up here.
Right. And who killed them just as they were about to ride out of here.
One thing's for sure, though. We've got to give this motorbike a try.
What? What are you saying? You mean you want to jump over the ravine?
Exactly. But the keys aren't on the bodies, I checked. They must be somewhere inside the train. You go and find the keys while I take a look at this motor.
Will do. You'll be okay?
Don't worry, love. I'm sure this beauty and I, we're going to become best friends.
This carriage is more luxurious than the other ones. Maybe a dignitary's? This carriage is more luxurious than the other ones. Maybe a dignitary's? Another body. Great. One last drink to work up some courage. One last drink to work up some courage. One last drink to work up some courage. Let's search somewhere else. I don't think I can make any use of that. Nothing interesting here. More bodies. Looks like they were shot dead while they were eating. What the heck happened here? How in the world did those bodies get here? Let alone the train. Impossible. No. Better try something else. Impossible. Must have got it wrong. That must be the way out. At the end of that tunnel there.
Search the area, kid. Can't go anywhere without that darn key.
This cave is reinforced by those old structures. Must have been meant to shelter trains, and for a long time. What the heck happened here? How in the world did those bodies get here? Let alone the train. Let's search somewhere else. So this brown shadow officer shot his own men and then killed himself to make sure the train was never found by the Allies. Whatever it holds must be priceless. No. That doesn't work. must be the motorbike key. Better give it to Katusha.
Got him! Damn. It hasn't been started for too long. But leave me to it and I'll see if I can get it going. If I can just get it to kick-start, we might be home free.
Okay, I'll leave you to it then. I'm gonna go search the train a little more. Maybe I'll find something useful for when we get out of here.
Sure. Your chariot's waiting. Hey, what are you... Holy crap. Wow. This is worth a fortune. I can't believe it. This is gonna come in nicely when we're on the road, babe.
It must be priceless. Now I understand why the Brown Shadow wanted to hide the train so badly. There's a veritable fortune in loot here. It must be priceless. Now I understand why the Brown Shadow wanted to hide the train so badly. There's a veritable fortune in loot here. A masterpiece. The Brown Shadow must have looted it during World War II.
Oh my God. You gotta see this.
Yeah, it's pretty well done. I like the color of the rock face there. Is that what fascinates you?
No, Kate. There! Look! It's right under your nose.
It dates from 1937, apparently, but I can't make out the signature. Cola? Coba or something like that? Anyway, what's so fascinating about it?
You mean you can't see? Take a closer look.
Sorry, you'll have to be more specific, Katusha, because I still can't see.
Look again, there. The girl. She's your spitting image.
Well... Sorry, but I still can't see the resemblance.
Come on, you gotta admit it's incredible, right?
Either way, I suggest you put it away. We better get going.
Come on, Kate. You gotta admit she looks like you. It must be a sign.
Hold it right there, girls.
All right. You've caught us. But take a look inside this carriage. The train is full of treasure. We can all escape with tons of it. Just look.
Don't move.
Listen to me, Simona. You've always been good to us, so why can't we help each other now? We'll be stronger together.
Sure. You've been nice little prisoners. I have nothing against you personally. But why can't I keep the treasure for myself? I could leave this rotten prison. Nobody will know. I could even say you tried to escape, which wouldn't be a lie.
Simona, don't!
Don't take it personally. I just need a change of life. I think you can understand where I'm coming from. No!
My sweet Katusha.
Oh, Kate. Poor Kate. Now you're on your own. with a train full of treasure.
It'll be all right, Katusha.
No. Not for me.
Hush, Katusha.
Listen. That girl in the picture would have been so cool to go looking for her together, wouldn't it?
Nothing's changed. I'm still taking you with.
No. You gotta go. You gotta go and find out before the guards come. Find that girl, all right? Kate? Love you. Remember me, Kate. I'll close my eyes now.
Walker? Miss Walker? Ah, there you are.
Please excuse me, Frau Wagner. I was trying to decipher this. Is everything okay?
I found these for you. They might help you find that Müller shop you asked about.
Thank you, Frau Wagner. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, dear. I'll be at the reception desk if you need anything else.
I should check that phone book Frau Wagner left me on the lounge table. Right. Guess I'd better start looking for shops called Müller that are likely to sell art supplies. Can't be this shop. Maybe the painting case came from this shop. I'm pretty confident about... Two of my choices don't feel right, but I'm pretty sure about one of my choices. I should stick with three choices. Checking more I should stick with three choices. Checking more locations would be... I should stick with three choices. Checking more locations would be too much. It's very calm here. Still haven't bumped into any guests since I arrived yesterday, and that suits me fine. There must be 3 years worth of emails I haven't read here. Better do some cleaning up. Ah, that's better. Too many results to trawl through with a computer. Better off using the documents Frau Wagner brought me first. Oh my God, Mom was buried months ago. I wish you could be here with me now, Katyusha. We would have found the shop together. I get the impression I've seen that before someplace. It's very calm here. Still haven't bumped into any guests since I arrived yesterday. And that suits me fine. I should stick with 3 choices. Checking more locations would be too much. I should stick with 3 choices. Checking more locations would be too much. I should stick with 3 choices. Checking more locations would be too much. I should stick with 3 choices. Checking more locations would be too much. I should stick with 3 choices. Checking more locations would be too much. I'm pretty confident about one of my choices. Two of my choices don't feel right, but one... I should stick with 3 choices. Checking more locations would be too much. One of my choices feels off. Looks like I'm almost there. I just need to check one of my choices. Something doesn't feel right. I nailed it for 2 of my choices. I should stick with 3 choices. Checking more locations would be too much. Looks like I'm almost there. I just need to check one of my choices. Something doesn't feel right. One of my choices feels off. I should change it. I get the feeling there's just a handful of mullers where I can potentially get information about the painting. I get the feeling there's just a handful of mullers where I can potentially get information about the painting. I get the feeling there's just a handful of mullers where I can potentially get information about the painting. I get the feeling there's just a handful of mullers where I can potentially get information about the painting. These 3 make up a good basis to work from. Let's see if I can rule out a couple using the map. I'm pretty sure about one of my choices, but I bet I'm wrong about the other ones. To find the whereabouts of the shops I'm interested in, I'll need to get the info from the phone book. To find the whereabouts of the shops I'm interested in, I'll need to get the info from the phone book. I get the impression I've seen that before someplace. Now I get why they call this part of town the Flower District. I should stick with 3 choices. Checking more locations would be too much. I'm pretty confident about one of my choices. I nailed it for 2 of my choices, I think. I just need to change the wrong one. Okay, so these 3 shops are the most likely to have sold the painting case. I need to pick the right one now. No doubt about it. This antique shop is probably my best shot. Better hang on to the address. Just need to get the painting from my room, and I can go and show it to the antique dealer. I hope it'll be just as calm when I get back. Wouldn't mind some alone time by the fire. Hope it still works. Hans. According to this flyer, he came to Vaughan during one of his trips. just need to take this painting to the antique shop I found earlier. Maybe Frau Wagner can tell me how to get there. Nice. It seems like a lifetime since I enjoyed some good old-fashioned comfort. Room might not be as cozy as a you-call yurt, but it's sure more spacious. How strange to be here in Wagen. After months of roaming from east to west on a motorbike, after taking odd jobs here and there to build up a little nest egg to finance this trip, and to be able to stay in this guest house for a time. Lucky Frau Wagner let me in despite my appearance when I arrived, with my meager means. The days when Marson and Lormont paid for my travel expenses seems far away now. It's like they were someone else's memories, fading away with passing time. Guess I've changed. Since the death of Mom and Katyusha, pursuing my hypothetical double on the painting turned out to be too tempting. Comforting, even. In any case, I promised Katyusha I would find her. That's not my room. Better not go in. That's not my room. Better not go in.
I think that's Frau Wagner's room. I think that's Frau Wagner's room. I understand why Wagners call their town the heart of Europe. It's literally in the center of it. Wagen is surrounded by the Alps. Switzerland is right on the other side. That's Germany over there. I wonder how far Barockstadt University is from here.
Oh, hi, dear. So, Miss Walker, were the documents of any help to you?
Yes, I was even able to locate the shop I'm looking for. Thank you so much, Frau Wagner.
Good. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
I have a few questions about Wagen.
Good, because if you'd asked me about the latest scientific discovery, I'd have to say pass. But if it's about Wagen, then you've come to the right person, my dear.
To be honest, I haven't had much time to find out about Wagen and the surrounding area. What is it I should know?
For one, Wagen is very old, renowned for its charm and culture. As for the surrounding area, it attracts mountain lovers mostly, it being so near to the Swiss Alps, of course. The banks of the Dombra, the longest river in the country, are the delight of summer vacationers.
What can you tell me about the district?
Well, it's one of the oldest districts in Wagen, traditionally working class. Myself and a few of the other relics who live here do try to keep it from modernization and mass tourism as best as we can. Other districts haven't been so careful, and the locals have been forced to leave their district because of rising rent prices.
Apparently the shop I'm looking for is located in Vaughan's Antiques district. Could you tell me how to get there from the guest house?
Your best bet is to take the tram, miss. The town centre is almost entirely pedestrian, and your motorbike won't be of any use there. You'll find the nearest tram stop at the top of the stairs, to your right as you go out of the guest house.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about your guest house, Frau Wagner?
Oh, I'd be delighted. What would you like to know?
Things seem to be quiet today.
Oh, there's never many guests at this time of year.
Actually, is she a guest too?
Oh, yes. She arrived earlier. An elderly English lady. A former military officer, if I understood correctly. They say she's come on some rather unpleasant business. A burial, from what I can gather. Yes, Miss Walker. And she hasn't let go of the telephone since she got here.
The room's just perfect. Thank you so much.
There's no need to thank me, Miss Walker. It's my job to make sure my guests are comfortable. And it's not every day we get a young American lady on a motorbike in the middle of the night looking for a mysterious shop. It makes me feel like I'm in a detective novel.
I'd love to know more about you, Frau Wagner.
Oh, there's not much to tell, really. At least nothing that would change the course of history.
But I'm sure you've had an eventful life, haven't you?
Well, I was born just after the war in Vaughan, and I've never left. I opened this place and ran it with my husband until he died a few years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You see, nothing to write home about. Then again, we were never ones for excitement, really. But we were happy, my husband and I.
My, quest here is closely linked to the region of Vaughan. Could you tell me a little bit about its history?
I'd be glad to.
The woman I'm looking for must have been about 18 in 1937. Was this an important date in the history of Vaughan?
Not that I know of, no. But I'm not much of a historian, and I wasn't even born then. All I know is that the Troubles came the following years, with the Second World War. So that year must have been a boom year for fascist ideology, when the Brown Shadow was still just another party vying for power by preaching hate.
I found out about the woman I'm looking for thanks to a painting that must have been pillaged by the Brown Shadow during World War II.
Doesn't surprise me. Vaughan, and by extension all of Ostertal, was annexed and occupied by the fascists just before the war. They sacked, stole and pillaged everything they could, just like they did in the rest of occupied Europe.
Nothing else comes to mind for the moment. Thank you for your time.
Well, feel free to come back and ask if you have any more questions.
It's busy. There's no point drumming on the blasted door. I'm on the telephone.
Can't you see that the telephone is taken? Wait your turn, won't you?
Yes, I arrived safe and sound. I hope to proceed with the identification as soon as they have extracted the mouse. What? Can't I hang up now? All right, I'll wait. But please, try to be as quick as possible. It's a dreadful business, if you ask me.
Miss Walker, Really? I must protest, that is no way to behave. I'm sorry, but I really can't have you eavesdropping in my establishment.
I'm sorry, but I wasn't... I mean, it's not what it seems.
With all due respect to my other guests, it is nice to have someone young for a change. It's a pleasure to welcome you here. Have a nice day, Miss Walker.
This district is just so beautiful. Must be the botanical gardens. Too bad it's closed. Going by what Frau Wagner told me when I first arrived, this used to be a working-class district. Nowadays, I bet everyone wants to snap up these old houses, just like in Brooklyn. There's a tramway map at the end of the street next to the station. It should tell me how to get to the Antiques District.
But the Thor uncovered up in the mountain.
At Devil's Pass, you mean? I did hear something of the fall coming out. What's the latest then?
They reckon they found remains dating back to World War II, when Alpine resistance networks led refugees across into Switzerland. Nasty times were those.
Yes, not the best times in our history, were they?